and good evening, my fellow Negroids. Welcome back to the channel. This morning we're gonna hit you with some more peak fiction. We're gonna be discussing villains who got done dirty. We're not justifying their actions. We're just showing light on how badly the heroes did these villains. So, without further ado, let us begin.
Since you understand me, allow me to read.
Jinwoo, Rizgod, Aura Farmer himself, and the dickhead. Cause what he did to this nigga Bonka right here is just evil. Just evil work. This nigga rolled in 24 man deep. I should know, I counted. This nigga rolled in 20 man deep, confident as hell, and he got humbled for it. Humbled. Terrible. He had heavy right to. He stood 10 toes when Jinwoo summoned his entire army. 10 fucking toes. Look at the size of those bears. Do you see those bears? He had every right to. He was going toe to toe with Jinwoo. Look at that. Look, do you see that kick, my nigga? Look at that face. He just casually launched a nigga 45 miles away. And look at Jinwoo's face. He knew what was going to happen. Bonka made the biggest mistake of his life fighting this demon nigga. Jinwoo just casually looking at him as his team drops the sun on his head. He was getting jumped by 1, 2, 3 teams of mages. He was getting jumped by Iron. He was getting jumped by Igris and Jinwoo. This nigga Iron beat the living shit out of him. Iron goes for the downward swing. Boom, blocks and dodges. He steps back. Bonka starts to get serious. He goes in for the strike. Direct hit. Dodge, strike. Absolutely styling on that nigga. But this is where he makes the biggest mistake of his life. He calls over Igris and Jinwoo. And this is where his shit gets serious. Jinwoo goes over, strike, weave, block, weave again, style dodge, block, double kick, dash, direct hit, backflip, double block. Iron comes in with a moan of death, taking all the attention. Bonka goes on his knees, pause, jumps into the air, goes in for the strike, but Iron blocks that shit, fucking up the entire area. Igris goes for the strike, but Bonka dodges that shit. Bonka think he weavy for real. He think he in the clear, but then boom, Jinwoo stabs that nigga in his shoulder. So Bonka survived all of that. He got stabbed in his shoulder just to see his entire team get wiped out by Jinwoo's army, just absolutely cooked. He got cooked. He got jumped by 4 more mages and got dropped with the equivalent of Hiroshima, my nigga. He survived all that, mind you. He survived Hiroshima, got stabbed in the gut again, just to get hit with the BBC that is Iron, gang. He got beat the fuck up, nigga. He was not going to make it out of that fight, gang. He got crushed. His brain was turned into mush. Now I know what people are gonna say. And now, why didn't you talk about Iron? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about Iron, nigga? And I'm not talking about Shadow Iron. I'm talking about Iron. Iron, the guy who got cooked by Jinwoo because he was an asshole, gang. No one gives a fuck. No one cares about that nigga. Don't ever bring that shit up to me ever again, nigga. But spit on your face. I'll give Bonka, on a scale, I'll give him a good 8 out of 10. He got fucking cooked, gang. Next one. Magneto. He had a rough couple of weeks, I tell you. He had the government pull up to his lawn, hop out of helicopters just to point guns at his head, and lock him up, collar him, and send him to court. Time to start paying that child support, my nigga. This Negro got bombed. Hiroshima. Actual Hiroshima, my nigga. This nigga got bombed. Just to survive, fight a little demon sentinel that was fucking up all of Genosha. Like, all of it. Everyone was dying. Then to jump back in and start saving people. No take 5, dude. Just start fucking up. Just start doing stuff. Okay, boom. Magneto starts off by sending cars at the Godzilla Sentinel, doing absolutely 0 damage. Sentinel turns into Broly and starts spewing green laser. Nito's weaving laser blasts start weaving strays and gets sent into a building. Goes through a building, lands straight into a statue. Pushing the statue over, has the same bone density as Queso. He lands God knows where and goes on all 4s. Pause. Gets up crying, guess he encountered the BBC demon. Then hits that nigga with a train, direct hit to the face. Boom! Huge explosion. Sentinel gets up about to hit him with a blast, but Nito blocks that shit and start whipping that nigga like he owns a cotton farm. Guess the Sentinel didn't take that too lightly because he sends his Magneto into a car. Sentinel's looking for Magneto. He's trying to get his get back, sees him protecting kids and says they all getting it. Magneto think he a street sign. Stop. The Sentinel's charging up a massive cannon blast to end everything. Magneto blocks that shit. He's tanking all of that. Pause. He does all of that NBA All-Star shit just to go out in a blaze of blast and fire. Nigga did all of that just to get imprisoned and get his ass kicked by the low-quality X-Men. I give Nito 9.5. Next one.
Allow me to reintroduce my friend.
This video is getting quite long, so let's just run through Megatron quick. He got called the N-word by his superiors while he was going to work, saved the guy who got his foot stuck in a collapsing cave, and heroically saved him, with expecting nothing in return. Justified the guy who likes glazing went on an NBA All-Star run, killing every single one of the primes, smoking every last one of them niggas. Every last one that got boomed or got shot in the shit. Every last one, just to get his ass styled on by Optimus Prime and get banished. Bam. I rate that nigga like a 6 out of 10. Get good, nigga. So yeah, guys, that's like the end of the video, and if you made it this far, you know what to do. Click the button. Do it now, or I will find where you live. And I will be in your walls. Then I'm gonna go in your skin. Deuces.